Happy birthday, happy birthday to you.
Sino nagsusmoke?
Girl Scout, Boy Scout.
Kaya kutukutulo ka na na!
Maliit na. O di, pira na sarap. Happy na!
May picture na!
Happy! Sisipin pala. Happy lang, kasama ka dito pala.
Oh, tatlo kayo.
Pangapat ako. Tarot.
Oh, Mary Joy din, di ba? Eme.
Dali ba?
Iba!
Masakit!
Ano yun? Bakit kasama ka dyan? Bigay mo sa kanila yan.
Eh,
Sabit lang ako pula.
MD, Mary Joy din, oh.
May sarili kami ni Norman ha. Pag wala yung kami.
May sarili kayo ni Norman.
Dito ka na.
Ma'am Yam, sama kay Ma'am Yam.
Hawakan mo ha.
Face mask.
Kasi yung naka-face mask.
Okay lang. Paano di ba?
Ulit. Face mask. Galing kayo lang.
Paano di ba mabigyan mo lahat?
Naka-face mask?
Oo nga. Paano niya i-blow?
Paano di ba?
Nagano isa? Mask test.
Bawal.
Bawal i-blow? Oo nga. Charot.
Ay, bawal na ba?
Ganun oh.
Inahawi na lang.
Inahawi ka.
Sama ako sa picture sa iyo. Game!
Anong wish nyo? Nag-wish na ba kaya?
Sige! Ano naman?
Nangis niya magsahod.
Magsweldo na sana. Dumating na sana si birthday.
Loti! Loti!
Sakit nun ha?
Paboritong quotations.
Sabi ko?
It's all about success. Sabi doon, success is not what others consider to be great, but rather what we consider to be right. Kasi sa ngayon kasi, yung karamihan sa atin, we're striving to be on top, to be ahead of others, without thinking or without putting into consideration kung yung ginagawa pa natin ay tama pa. Diba? Dapat, it should always be right first. So, success is not what others consider to be great, but rather what we consider to be right. Yun yun.
Right?
Thank you.
Right?
Right.
Pagdating ng rating natin, hindi na tayo magpo-question at hindi rin tayo magtatanong kung bakit ganun ang nakuha natin. Medyo may kahirapan siya ng konti ngayon sa pagkuha ng mataas na rating. So kung may question tayo, halimbawa, ipo-post ni Sir Joel, tapos namin natin. Anyway, every after video, meron siyang mga frequently asked questions, diba sir?
Hindi ko siya pwede na panood.
Hindi. Ano siya sir? Tokyo.
Tokyo?
So, docs pala siya sir. Okay.
Hindi ko ba?
Teachers, broadcasters, and a topic on support materials and frequently asked questions. DepEd will release one episode per day in the next 3 days to tackle the features of DepEd Memorandum Number 4, Series of 2022 for the implementation of the RBMS PPST for teachers for school year 2021-2022. These materials represent a journey 5 years in the making. To the teachers, I would like to say that we have finally made it. We have finally laid down all the necessary tools and mechanisms that will help all of you, whether you are in the confines of a classroom, in the platforms behind the camera, or in the fields traversed through a two-way radio. These are all in line with the values of the department in adopting a learner-centered and teacher-centered philosophy in the development of its policies, systems, and programs. In the same light, the Office of the Undersecretary for Human Resource and Organizational Development, along with the offices under the office, has always been there to ensure that employees and teachers have favorable working conditions, clear terms of employment, and greater opportunities towards career movement. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our strong supporters, partners, the Philippine Normal University, the Research Center for Teacher Quality or the PNU RCTQ, our RPMS, PPSD, TWG, and all the field RPMS focals and experts who gave their best in the development of the RPMS tools and materials since the beginning of our journey. Once again, welcome to the RPMS PPSD Orientation Series. Salamat at mabuhay po tayong lahat.
There is a need to actually complete the 37 PPSD indicators in our RPMS. This is to ensure that indeed po, the department is very serious in our commitment to uphold teacher quality in schools and improve learning outcomes. At the same time, teacher performance will be assessed based on only what they do, what they are expected to do as a teacher as defined in the PPSD. Further, we need to have a complete picture of the teacher performance as an input professional development intervention, as we intend to prepare our teachers for the implementation of the new system of career progression for teachers and what we call competency-based reclassification process. If you are able to watch our series of explanation about career progression for teachers, this will be a sort of live review. But for those who missed that episode, in the next slide you will see there will be like 3 requirements once we implemented the career progression for teachers, or what we call competency-based reclassification for teachers. One is that teachers should meet the CSC approved qualification standards per position. Second, there is a requirement of PPSD-based performance requirements. And then the last one is that teacher will still undergo a PPSD-based selection process. So for purposes of our topic today, we will zoom in into item number 2, which is the PPSD-based performance requirements. That is why we need to complete the 37 hours. So for this one, if you can see, each position, each teacher position requires the achievement of a specific PPSD indicators demonstrated in teachers' performance. And it will be measured through the IPC.
Sabi na
May rubric yun eh.
Ang sabi ng Rizal at Sablayan, ilalagay na lang nila dun sa lessons yung mga examples ng katutubo at example ng PWD.
Yes, dapat makita
Sa
nila sa
activity
lesson
o
plan.
at least nandun sa problem, ginamit, in-integrate, dun pumapasok. Kaya na mamarkahan nila.
Oh, yeah.
So pwede rin natin ganun sa CO number 2, pwede natin pasakan ng gano'n para pwede natin piliin yung set
Para
A.
masalik.
Maliban kung papayagan ng ating kagalang-galang na assistant principal na junior high school at kagalang-galang na
Soon to be assistant
principal. Kapitan ng barangay sa Gasa, let's go dito niya!
Or unfocused in class. She also has problems following instructions and skips activities when left unsupervised. So action taken now, you had a conference with her parents and found out from them that Clara was diagnosed with a learning disability. So ang tanong niya dito para sa iyong reflection ay, how will you modify the instructions for Clara to be focused on class activities? Yun ang lalagay mo sa reflection. So you are going to mention your reflections a specific learning disability that you are familiar with or have research on. Yun yung isang paraan. Yung isang pangalawa, prompt number 2, you are going to design a lesson plan for the gifted and talented learners based on your idea on how they may be addressed in your class. And your strategies for these learners must be highlighted and
sino magbibigay ng situation na ganyan?
Yun na, given na yun, di ba? Yun lang
Kaya,
mismo. Dun sa
Hindi,
form,
yung mismong form. Sa objective 10 naman, yung sa mga indigent na...
objective 10 is adapted and useful.
Pwede na natin gawin yan sa mga trade ngayon.
Ito yung IPs natin. Meron siya dito ng assessment activity. Example, sa klase ng 30 learners, 5 of those are indigent, kasama sa IPs. So, i-evaluate mo yung appropriateness of the activity to your learners. So, ilalagay mo rin yung response mo sa TRM. So, nakalagay dito, for your assessment, research of the following goals in your community by asking your parents or anyone with knowledge of these goals. So, mamimili ka lang sa set A, saka sa set B. Explain mo kung bakit importante yung role nila. Sa set A, ano yung role ni mayor, councilor, medical officer. Sa set B, hirap pa. Sa shift A ba to, community elders, at saka sa viewers.
Talagay na lang naman sa DC para pwede na natin gawin yan ngayon.
Ito ay ano to? Kasama talaga sa sabi. Pagkaan yan, mag-uusap-usap ako na lahat ng head at saka. Pero sa simula, sa ngayon, yan muna nandun sa memo. At kung yun talagang kailangan, yun susundin natin.
Opo, pero ayun kay Ma'am Tata po, pag-integrate ng IT sa nandiyan sa memo, tama ba?
Oo. Kaya sa naman meron kayo doong score ng 4 dahil NO.
Opo.
Diba? Bababa yun, kailangan yun.
So sa susunod na CO number 2, integrate natin.
Pero, syempre, ang katotohanan kasi talaga dyan, nakapag-CO na kasi tayo.